Hey guys, if you want to go from this to this with your website traffic, then stick to the end of this video and you will learn how to do it. Come on, let's go. All right, so we know how important SEO and website traffic is to a successful business or blog. So in order to achieve that, we're going to need access to tools that's going to make our work a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to go down two lists, a list of free tools and a list of paid tools. Now, let's start off with the free tools. First up, we have Ahrefs Backlink Checker. Now, this tool allows you to check backlinks and analyze backlinks of you and your competitors. Second up, we have Moz Backlink Checker. Same thing like the previous one. It allows you to analyze you and your competitors' backlinks. Third up, we have Keyword Tool. Now, this third tool is more of a keyword research type of tool. Like the name suggests, it allows you to check keyword research for that's beneficial to website traffic. Okay. Now, fourth up, we have Google Search Console. Now, Google Search Console, you must own the website or domain or have access to it, but this tool allows you to check data and links, keywords, all that type of stuff regarding to that particular domain. Fifth up, we have Google Analytics. Now, this tool allows you to get insight on traffic and real-time data for your website or particular domain that you have access to. All right, guys. So up next, we're going to be talking about the paid tools. Okay. So first up, we have Ahrefs. It's a keyword tool, analyze checker, all in one. This is a pretty great tool. Second, we have SEM Rush. Just like the previous one, Ahrefs, this one is all in one tool. Pretty great as well. Third up, we have SE Ranking. SE Ranking is just like the previous tool. It's an all-in-one SEO tool. It's really great. Fourth, we have Keyword Tool. It's a paid tool, but there's also a free version. So this one works in either or. And this one is more for keyword research. But yeah, great tool nonetheless. All right, guys. So there you have it. Those were the tools we're going to be using. So now that we've gotten that out the way, it's time to actually get started on these two. SEO and local SEO and Google My Business. So without wasting time, come on, let's get to it. Let's go. All right, so we can finally get started. And so we're all interested in learning how to increase the traffic to our website. So we're going to get started by following this roadmap, and it all begins right here at the top with your website. Now, what you want to do is follow this roadmap. I personally like to start straight down where it says Google My Business. Now, if you haven't heard of Google My Business, what it is, it's a business profile that Google lets you create entirely for free. So if you go on google.com and type in Google My Business, it should be the first link that comes up. Now, doing this, like it says here, it says stand out on Google with a free business profile. Now, if you're familiar and you've looked up any sort of business or a product online, it'll have like listings like a map pack that of businesses that provide that service around your area. And right here is a clear example. This is what it normally looks like. And this is what I'm talking about. If you create one of these, that's a perfect place to get started because it allows you to optimize like going down the umbrella. If you look down here, it allows you to optimize that listing. Once you create it and you get it going, it allows you to input all this different information on there. So if you take a look, this is what it should look like once it's created, right? And it has all these sorts of options like edit the profile, edit products, edit services. If you do bookings, you could take calls, you could add photos, you could check the performance, you could even add set up ads through here. Now this is really important because it brings in so much local traffic. So if you're local business, you do not want to miss out on this. And also this allows you to input a website. And that's beautiful because you generate so much traffic to your website from this business profile of people already looking for your service. So literally you set this up and you're generating free traffic right off the bat. So that's literally one of my favorite places to start for a business when they want to generate leads and services and customers. That's how you get going. So if you take a look down here, that's the first umbrella, right? So Google My Business, we go down the umbrella, we optimize the listing once we get started. Now, down the middle, second up next, we have NAP. Now, NAP stands for name, address, and phone number. Now, Google really loves when you're consistent, and if your online presence is consistent throughout the entire internet, they'll they give you a better score. It helps the ranking when it comes to getting indexed on the search engine. So, for example, have you guys heard of, like, I'm sure you guys have heard of Yellow Pages, White Pages, Super Pages, Yandex, all these online directories that you could sign up for, they're all free. So if you do the same thing that I just explained with the Google listing and you go on all these different online directories that I just mentioned, you can literally create free profiles and it'll ask you to input name, address, phone number. And some of them have websites and a website option that you can input your website on there, and that generates traffic as well. So you literally have to follow the umbrella. So Google, make that listing, optimize it, go move on to NAP and directories, make sure everything is consistent throughout the internet. Everything has name, address, and phone number the same. Okay. Now, third, under the umbrella of Google My Business is reviews. On that business profile that I mentioned, you're able to ask your customers for reviews. So that's crucial because Google is actually giving these Google reviews a score as part of an overall grade for your website. So the more reviews you have, the better it helps you rank. So it's really, really recommended that you ask your customers for reviews after providing your service. So that covers the first umbrella. Now we're going to talk about local SEO and SEO. All right, so now we're going to talk about SEO and local SEO, the last part of the umbrella. So as you can see, SEO is based on backlinks and creating quality content. So these are the two topics under this umbrella of SEO and local SEO. Now, SEO is very time consuming and it takes time to build links, especially white hat links, which are organic. Now, if you don't know what a backlink is basically an inbound link or an incoming link that is created when a website links back to yours. So think of it as like a recommendation or a vote of confidence from other established websites that are vouching for yours, letting Google know, hey, we trust this website. And what this does is generate link juice and it helps you rank higher on the search engines. So the more backlinks you can obtain for your website pointing back to you, the better. The better quality they are, the better. So you want to create quality content that's going to get other websites to say, hey, I want to share this. Hey, I want to put this on my site, which in turn gives you a backlink pointing back to yours. If that makes any sense. If that makes sense. I know it's confusing. I know it's confusing, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So backlinks, you obtain backlinks by, like I said, creating content, engaging content, high quality content, blogs and sites talking about you, posting about your business that also can generate backlinks back to yours. What a lot of people don't know is that you can generate backlinks through directories. So earlier, if you remember back here, I mentioned about NAP and online directories like Yellow Pages, Super Pages, White Pages, all these types of directories online. Some of them have a website option where you can input that website. And once that gets created, it actually shoots back to yours, and you earn a backlink just off that, just off creating a profile. So a lot of people don't know that, and that's a good way. So if you don't have content, if you don't have other websites that are pointing back and you're just freshly starting, that's a really, really effective way to generate backlinks right off the rip. Like, you do not want to miss out on that. So I always like to get started on that. And, like I said, blogs can write about you or cover you, and that'll generate a backlink. Now, when it comes to writing quality content, you want to create engaging content that's going to keep your audience reading. So if someone lands on that page, they're going to get stuck on it. They're going to read it all the way down. They're not going to click out, because that leads us to our next topic, which is CTR. CTR is click through rate, and this also goes hand on hand with bounce time. So bounce time is how long, so Google measures how long you're on a website. So if someone finds your website, they're searching and they find your website, if they click on it and they leave in 3 5 seconds, they don't like it, they leave, Google counts that. But if you have engaging content, nice website, nice pictures, everything makes the customer stay on your website, and instead of leaving the first 5 10 seconds, they stay a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, then Google counts that as well. And the more time they spend on there, the better, the higher, like it thinks of you better. So Google really loves, like, it doesn't like the bounce time to be 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. It wants a customer or people to stay on that page as long as they can, and that's going to work in your favor. So I also want to talk about sitemaps and indexing with Google. Now, when you first create a website and you publish it, a lot of people think that they're going to get traffic right away. Um, that's not entirely true. So there's millions, tons of websites being created daily, and Google's not going to know right away that where yours is at. So what you need to do is go back to Google Search Console, this right here, create a profile, get your website set up on there. It's going to ask you like your domain, you type it in, it's going to walk you through it, you're going to get set up. Now, one of the options on there is sitemap. You're able to submit your sitemap. For those of you that don't know how to do this, I will leave a link down below so you can check out that video. I have another video explaining step-by-step process on how to submit your sitemap. And so basically on there, you could submit the sitemap, and you could also index with Google, meaning you give Google your URL, your website, and after it's published, you submit that to them through Google Search Console, and it's going to send spiders to crawl through it, meaning it's going to check over it, it's going to see where it's going to place you on their search engines. So it's a really effective way to tell Google, hey, I made a website, check it out, see where you're going to place me, pretty much. So yeah, those were all the topics that covers this, and literally it's SEO tips that can work for you in 2024. All right, guys, that was pretty much it. All I wanted to cover for today's video on SEO tips and how to increase your website traffic for 2024. If you got anything of value or learned anything from this video at all, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks.